3 p.m. and we were waiting since then so that we could ask him questions that why, what kind of things that he will put out in front of court when court has summoned him on July 18, number one. Number two, then we asked him that why is he not resigning. Number three, we have asked him that how would he see the charges, the serious charges that have been mentioned in the charge sheet, because the serious charges are 354A, 354D and 354 itself. That could also result into, if convicted, 5 years of imprisonment. And when we had asked him that why is he not resigning on the moral grounds, he misbehaved with Times crew, he shouted at us, he yelled at us, he sat in his car. Still, Times Network did not stop asking questions. We kept on asking that this is not merely one charge, but several other charges have also been filed against him. While the victims have also mentioned that while giving protein supplements, he asked for some kind of favors. While clicking pictures, he threatened them. He asked again for some kind of favors. So to that, rather than responding, rather than answering our questions, he threw our mic. He tried to, in fact, threw our mic and also tried to misbehave with the entire crew. And in fact, not only himself, his entire team was not, in fact, allowing us to ask the question. We managed here to stand at the airport. In fact, we were asked to vacate this particular place. This is the VIP gate. I would like to show you from where he was coming out. And what we did was we were just standing here where we were not allowed to, in fact, but we managed because we wanted to ask straightforward questions to him. We questioned him, and when we asked questions to him on the alleged sexual harassment charges, he misbehaved. And this is what we have seen, that how a BJP MP and the outgoing WFI chief misbehaves when we ask him questions on the moral grounds of resignation.
Well, you did ask him if he will step down on moral grounds. Madhav, forget stepping down on moral grounds. He resorted to this kind of an arrogant behavior. Absolutely bizarre. He remained defiant all throughout and misbehaved with the entire crew.
Well, yes, absolutely. He has, in fact, misbehaved with our crew. Tejshree, of course, they're asking him pointed questions, but this was absolute high-handedness at the hands of Brij Bhushan Singh. He remains to be the WFI chief as well. We are waiting for elections to happen, but this is complete high-handedness. We can see how he's shutting the door at Tejshree. Madhav, what do you make of this entire sequence that we've seen?
Well, absolutely. In fact, Tejshree was doing her job as a reporter, asking him questions on the basis of charge sheet, where he's facing some very serious charges. We all know it's been out in the media today, and rather than answering on those particular charges, which he should do, and this man is a lawmaker. Here is a person who has been charge sheeted, and he is a person who has been charge sheeted with acting with sexual harassment charges against some of the top athletes, the top wrestlers of the country. Despite the seriousness and the gravity of the charges that Brij Bhushan Singh faces, look at the arrogance of this man. He's slamming the door on the Times Now reporter's mic without even a moment of regret. There is absolutely no remorse in this individual. He's a serial offender, and is this kind of a person still deserving of the post of a member of parliament? I think that is a question that everyone should answer at the moment, whether it is the Women's Commission of India or of the Delhi, or it is even the BJP itself. All should take a very close look at this and look at the conduct on this individual, which in fact the allegations from opposition parties are that he's being protected for certain reasons. Whatever may be the case, is this a person who actually deserves a place in parliament? Does he deserve to be a leader even associated with a major national party? Those are going to be some very, very important charges, because the very fact that he's so drunk on power, he feels that he's a law unto himself, he can do exactly what he wants, is not accountable to not just his own electorate, but to those who in fact he is supposed to have protected. It very clearly shows that here is a person who neither deserves the post that he has been holding, or at this moment whether action will be taken against him. Now, legally speaking, what action the Delhi police takes after this charge sheet is an open and shut question. It's entirely up to the police. But politically and morally and ethically, does this person still deserve to hold an important place in a political party? That's a very important question that certainly those powers, those who are the powers that be at the moment, should take a look at the arrogance of this individual and whether he really represents the values that the party and the organization that he's standing for really represents. Let's listen in once again to this sequence where there are repeated moments where he displays his arrogance when asked questions about the charges that he's facing. Listen in to the questions that have been put forth by Tejshree Purandare at the Delhi airport a short while earlier.
So Brij Bhushan Singh Saran has arrived at the Delhi airport. We'll try to ask question to him. सिंह जी, आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे?
मेरे पास
आपके खिलाफ अब चार्जशीट दायर हो गई. चार्जशीट में कई सारी चीजें सामने आ रही हैं. 354 AD सब कुछ
मेरे खिलाफ मेरे पास बोलने के आपके लिए बोलने के लिए मेरे पास कुछ नहीं है।
पुलिस ने कहा है कि कार्रवाई की जानी चाहिए, आप सजा के हकदार हैं।
मेरे पास आपके लिए कुछ मसाला नहीं है।
प्रियंका गांधी कह रही हैं कि आपको पार्टी निष्कासित क्यों नहीं कर रही है।
कोर्ट में चलिए, कोर्ट में।
क्या आप अब इस्तीफा देंगे?
क्यों दे इस्तीफा?
इस्तीफा नहीं देंगे?
क्यों दे इस्तीफा? इस्तीफा किस बात की मांग रहे हैं आप?
6 आपके खिलाफ, आप इस तरह से कैसे बात कर सकते हैं? 6 आपके खिलाफ केसेस दायर हो चुके, क्या कहना चाहेंगे आप इस पे? 6 केसेस दायर हो चुके जिसमें सेक्सुअल हैरेसमेंट है और ये भी कहा गया है कि लगातार सेक्सुअल हैरेसमेंट किया गया आपने उनको। प्रोटीन पाउडर जब दे रहे थे तब भी आपने प्रोटीन सप्लीमेंट देने के इसमें किया गया। हमारे माइक. So this was Brij Bhushan Singh who just misbehaved with the media persons, and he has just, while we were speaking to him, he did not respond. He behaved in a rude manner, and that is what the Brij Bhushan Singh, the BJP MP, who is accused of the alleged sexual harassment charges by the top wrestlers of the country, behaves in this manner. When we tried to ask the question, we tried to ask him that why is he not resigning. We tried to ask him that on what moral grounds he is still on the sitting position as an MP. We tried to ask him that how will he put forward his point of view on July 18 when court has summoned him.